The total cost in dollars of producing X college textbooks is given by this equation. This is called the cost equation. Notice the cost equation is made of two parts. A variable cost has a variable. So for our equation, this would be the variable cost. And what it means is that the cost depends on how many units you're producing. Whatever you're building or selling, how many are you producing? Well, that'll tell you how much it costs. So it depends on how many. So we leave it as an X because that X can change. So it's made up of variable cost plus fixed cost. Fixed cost is just a constant. And that's cost like paying gas, water. Those don't change and they don't depend on how many units you sell or not sell. That's fixed. Fixed cost is a constant. So for their question A, what is the fixed cost? The fixed cost is this part, $32,000. B, what is the marginal cost per book? Well, the marginal cost, this is an equation of a line, by the way. It's y equals mx plus b. Is carried by the m. So the number next to the x, after you have the cost variable all by itself, in other words, if you have the y all by itself, this would be the slope. This one would be the rate, and that's the marginal cost. In other words, the marginal cost is $48, which means it would cost $48 more every time you produce another book. One more book, $48. Produce another book, another $48 for cost. C, what is the total cost of producing 1,200 books? Well, this is how many books are being produced, so that would be your X. So it takes the place of the X in the equation. Key this in, and the total cost, this is the total cost, equals $89,600. That would be the total cost if 1,200 books were produced. D, what is the average cost when 1,200 books are produced? How do you find the average? Well, you take the cost and divide by the number of books. What is the average cost when 1,200 books are produced? Well, then you get the cost and divide by 1,200. Notice, we're going to evaluate the equation, the cost equation, where x equals 1,200. That's going to give you a number. And once you get that number, you divide by 1,200. And then that together would be the average cost. So what is the average cost when 1,200 books are produced? The average cost is $74.67.